What's good, everybody? It's Mr. Composition, the MC that writes fiction, back at it with another reaction. So, Fantastic Hip Hop dropped the video. Apparently, Drake is doing stand-up comedy and he sucks at it. Oh, snap, crackle, pop. Now, if you're new to the channel, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, notification bells on so you don't miss when I drop a new video. Let's get into this.
Now,
What?
no matter what I do, what I try to talk about, and what I try to
Damn, he
escape,
sounds
well,
angry.
all roads keep coming back to one thing and one thing only. I got no mother choice than to do this. So just get ready and
Jeez.
say it with me and leave a mother like if you have not already. Now, when it
Damn.
comes to Drake! Listen, in a
What?
weekend where everything was about the best
Damn.
artist getting nominated at the biggest award show in music, and we were able to celebrate and enjoy the moments of a Kendrick Lamar, Clips, Tyler the Creator, J.I.D., Leon Thomas, and so many great musicians just getting some of the biggest looks they ever had at one of the most important Grammys that's about to go down of all time.
It's
Well, on the
pretty
other side
gangster.
of that, for the losers underworld in music, where all of the worst people that you know just hang out and operate, one person and one person only in Drake, even after getting one nomination for his track Somebody Loves Me, which, hey, I guess is more than he has gotten in the past few years, he has decided to be a part of something and try to take the center stage within a time where his rivals are winning once again. Now listen, I'm gonna be very honest, I am done. I am really about to freak the out. So if you are ready for this and ready to see us now turn
What
from
the-
fantastic
yo.
hip hop to fantastic, we have to review Drake's garbage acting. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you
Jeez.
have not already, because I really have to say this.
What?
The fact that I had to sign up for another streaming service to watch.
Oh my goodness. This Fantastic has gone insane. Drake has made him go insane. But no, this with the Grammy nomination, what's irritating is of course comparisons are always gonna be there, but people are saying all different types of stuff like, oh, if the Clips don't win, they're gonna diss Kendrick, and oh, if Kendrick wins, the industry's just riding us nuts and all this other stuff. And it's just all like, yo, let's just appreciate the dope hip hop that has come out this year. Can we just do that?
Show just to see Drake's performance in it and actually evaluate his acting skills. Man, I'm doing too much for this. I really can't take it anymore. But now, what Drake is a part of and what Drake has done, well, is seemingly go back to his roots after this rap thing has turned out so bad. And what he specifically has ended up doing, well, is appearing on a Canadian show, which once again shows how much he is returning to his roots, which is called Office Movers. And now, with this show, which the second season just dropped, Drake needs clout. So, of course, what he's doing is hopping onto something in Canada that's trendy so he can try to make his name bigger and try to get more love from the city that he's from, because clearly he doesn't get enough, which is what we've learned from Kendrick Lamar humiliating him in the Rogers Center at Not Like Us, and then him getting humiliated in the Rogers Center during the World Series. Well, after all of that,
Oh,
Drake
man.
is acting. And listen, while I can't play the full clip, you can see Drake's goofy ass trying to look all cool and trying to look intimidating. And you know what? You probably don't want to take a look at this clip for yourself, because just from the way you can see Drake trying to move
Oh,
his
that's
face
what-
and trying to act all tough and serious and intense.
So that's what he was. I was wondering where that was from. What's crazy is it's just all like, what's irritating about someone like Drake is that, in my honest opinion, being a creator of any type of medium, but specifically, I have some of my roots in theater. I'm a rapper, I write books, create content, different things like that. You can tell when someone does have talent. And what's frustrating about Drake is that there is talent there, but somewhere along the lines, it he just couldn't he just felt like, I don't know, he can't be himself, and he has to have this overly hard type of thing, which to me is just it's crazy. It's just like, okay, is it for the aesthetics for the women? Because it's just like this trying to act hard, macho. And then it's just all like, okay, you're Drake, so you really don't need to do that. And it's just like the seeing just this him move like this or this act, it's just all like, you mean to tell me your roots are in acting and you just why try to be a hard person? That's what I no one believes you in rap as being a hard person. Why would you go into something else trying to be a hard person? Like I don't get it. It's so horrible, yo. This looks bad.
And he's got the comedic timing, whose best career achievement was being on Degrassi. Well, overall, just looking at this whole thing, it is such an absolute mess. And I genuinely just can't fathom the fact that Drake has been humiliated so bad that we are really now at a point that he is back in acting. But what I will say, just to give Drake a little bow, is that with Drake doing a weird monologue here and trying to intimidate the main characters of the show, well, by talking about if they have real guys, which I'm just going to say some jokes right themselves. I'm not going to crash out yet. What I will actually give Drake credit for here, and what I will really say, is that honestly, I do think Drake is better at this weird comedy, comedian, sitcom acting gig than he is at actually making music. Because even though Drake looks like he's trying way too hard here, and you see how awkward his entire delivery and demeanor just comes off in the way his body language looks, still, I have to say, I don't know whether it's just because this is the Cupcake Karen clown and trying to see him do anything has become the absolute biggest joke you could ever fathom, or it's just another reason entirely. But seeing Drake really just do this and come out the way it did, which overall, I mean, even in just terms of the full trajectory of everything, seeing where his rivals are at and seeing where Kendrick Lamar has reached by leading the Grammys with 9 nominations and all of the success that he has had, and at the same time Drake is running around like a clown on a sitcom, all while he's trying to just get people to care and hold on to whatever they can about him. Overall,
What's funny too is even Kendrick acts better than freaking Drake. Specifically in this recent stuff, like I've seen as far as the whole him on Power and different things like that, but I would have to agree with Fantastic Hip Hop, like seeing him on Drake on Saturday Night Live and different things like that. It's like he could have something there. But this fake persona, this tough guy persona just ain't it. It's never been it for him. And I don't know why he's trying to hold on so much to that. I guess because of futures and Young Thug, 21 Savage. I guess, but it's not him. It's not him. He's not that. So even with him acting like that, it just did like I don't even have to hear the monologue. Literally, like he was saying, his body language, it's super cringe. Like it's a super cringe, man.
I just can't believe we have reached this point where Drake is genuinely now trying to take up acting again. And it almost does seem like this is a sort of soft pilot to just try and really redevelop his skills and maybe just find a new lane to switch into outside of rap. But I am serious about this because when we look at Drake's career and see how he has kind of removed a lot of the Iceman stuff off of his story, despite still baiting that he is going to release it, I think we do have to seriously consider the possibility that Drake is somehow behind the scenes trying to, at the very least, push back on his music career and seriously start to scale the amount of releases he has dropped to just be less and less and less and less frequent, which for his standards, especially in this post-beef era, is saying so much. And seriously, maybe he's trying to find another avenue to gain this virality in and just get.
And I'll leave the rest of the video for y'all to check out. But I mean, to me, the issue isn't even him going back to acting because that's where he started from. And I feel like he could have a dual um he could have dual success as far as with both. And honestly, if he would have, before we get into that, this video is sponsored by me. Hey, if you want to dive into new music, I have a catalog. Yeah. These are not singles, these are albums. But more recently this year, I did release an album called Tame Chaos. So you can listen, stream, download, purchase all of that in the link in the description. And just, check it out because I want to see if people are actually seeing this and going to the site. So after the beef, just decided to just go and act for a couple of years and then came back with a dope album. I feel like that would be dope because it's just like, okay, it's his main thing right now trying to beat the Michael Jackson numbers, if that's his whole thing, I guess. But I Drake is an interesting person in the sense of the movement and the way that he operates is just so weird. And he's always been weird since he's, came in the game, but he's also amassed a crazy amount of success, which, you know, I was just finishing off right here. Y'all get to see the behind the scenes. But yeah, I mean, basically, I his whole movement is weird. His whole movement is weird, and I think that he he just needs to, I guess, just take a break from the limelight. Yeah, but I was saying it's like, we can debate on, his success on the fact that there's a possibility a lot of stuff is botted and fake. But honestly, that's what a lot of stuff. One thing that I've noticed when it comes to the industry with me myself, dibbling, dabbling in it and, the stuff that I've been able to do or what I've observed from other artists. A lot of this stuff too, whether to other artists, aspiring artists, or to the consumer, it it appears a certain way that it's not. Like it really is not. And I know that artists and other people have, mentioned it's not like a new revelation or anything. But when you really peel the layers back and see just how much of this stuff is fake, it's crazy. It's crazy. But anyways, let me know what y'all think. Did y'all see him in this Canadian show? Let me know. It's just a weird move. It's like some of the moves, some of the moves that Drake has done, it's not even that it's a bad move. It's more so the how he's approaching it. It's not bad he's getting into acting, but it is the role that he decided to do this in. It wasn't bad he was doing the type of like promotion and stuff for Iceman that he did. It's just the songs were corny and different things like that. And the portrayal he was trying to, some weird storyline, he was trying to do, it just didn't connect. But the idea itself wasn't bad. Him doing the 100 gigabytes wasn't bad. It was just the fact of how he was trying to do it that I don't think connected. But some of the stuff he's been doing has been good ideas. He just hasn't. He just needs to take the L. Just take the L. You can't just go around and just act like it doesn't exist. But anyways, let me know what y'all think. Smith's Composition, the MC that writes fiction, back at it with another video. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, notification bells on so you don't miss when I drop a new video on the road to 10K. Make sure to check out the comics for my music, books, comics, and more. All right, y'all. Peace.